I'll put your things in your room, then we can get started.
Hey, Ruby.
Ruby, come on. Don't worry about G. He'll come around. In the meantime, here's what I found out about this Ackers guy. He's a heavy hitter in the import-export industry. He either owns or has connections in ports all over the world. Because of this, he's managed to have a stranglehold on the designer drug market in most of Europe and Asia. He has a son named Trevor.
Yeah, I've met him.
Well, when his father dies, he's next in line to inherit the family businesses, both the ports and the drugs.
What's he doing in Hong Kong?
Drumming up his drug business. Word is, he's been making a lot of noise over there. And he doesn't do it alone. He's got men, a lot of them. And they're not afraid to push their weight around to protect Trevor. It's not going to be easy to get him.
Any idea where he is right now?
No. Unless you're on the inside, that information's privileged.
Then I guess I need to talk to someone on the inside.
You need to talk to Rat Boy.
Yeah,
Have you arrived yet?
I'm here. The place looks like it's ready to collapse.
That's the way Rat Boy likes it. It keeps people who shouldn't be there out.
Right. I gotta go.
Anyways, it's time to chase down Rat Boy. Good old Rat Boy. Right.
You know, did always wonder what happened to him after he left the otaku trash machine.
Yeah, it's weird. Like that's always what Chorp says when we're about to record.
That's right. Every video is just a call out to try to help find Rat Boy wherever he's gone.
We miss you so much, Rat Boy.
Yeah.
We miss you and your catchphrase, I'm cheesed off.
Rat Boy, remember, you are loved.
We're being very mean to Jordan right now.
Just think of every LP video as sort of like an unsolved mysteries trying to find where Rat Boy went. The title for this thread should be "What the Search for Rat Boy." Oh god, that was a long one.
Yeah.
It was a tough one.
You know, clearly there's always still some liquid left in the bottle every time she shoots them. Like, you could save a little bit. Come on.
Yeah.
It's backwash. Leave it for the next person.
Like, maybe you leave that on the grounds. That's how you get Rat Boy.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder who that is.
Oh no, I spilled my fire.
They are really ruining this park. I don't appreciate it. Anyways, it's time for another arena.
This music is very fitting.
Yeah, it's very weird. I think it's the only one in the game that doesn't have like a psychobilly song to it. They just put on because kind of like weird circus music. Yeah, I feel like I'm depressed at the fair.
Yeah, that like weird plodding guitar tone in the back makes you feel it's like a psychobilly elephant walk in some way.
Oh yeah. Okay, actually, it's cool now. It makes me feel like what they're trying to do is I'm imagining this is diegetic music, like this is playing off the speakers at this like abandoned park. Yeah, this is like a song programmed into that guy's megaphone, and he can't figure out how to turn it off. Right. It's like when it plays La Cucaracha, right? It's like, oh well, I can't do anything about this, I just have to yell over it.
It's very normal for megaphones to come with like preset songs like they're a Casio keyboard.
Right. You press the wrong button instead of amplifying your voice, it's just like, it just plays like a fanfare.
Uh-huh.
And it's an old one, you can tell, because the tone's all off on this.
There's some very good drum presets on it too, though. That's very good.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can see one of our new moves, actually both of our new moves here recently. So we can now slash out of a slide, so it immediately stops us and slashes upwards. and then also we can shoot from zip lines.
It took a lot for Ruby to realize, like, hey, I've got a free hand.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I only need one hand. Anyways, I'm gonna just keep trying to snipe this guy from 800 feet away. And you know what? I got him, so I'd say it was worth it.
I mean, the thing is, Ruby drinks so much that she is now starting to develop a tolerance to it, and she's actually starting to remember the things that she actually can do.
Ooh, that's it, yeah. Anyways, as you can notice, I have a problem constantly with finding the last guy.
Yeah, this game needs, like, a little HUD for that.
Yeah, at least for once you're down to the end, you know?
Maybe you should take a class, Chorps.
Maybe.
Like, just pay $50 so you can learn how to find guys better.
Yeah, that could be it. Anyways, we're gonna ignore these other new guys that showed up because there are 2 monkeys in this section.
Oh my god.
That's how they get you. They put 2 right next to each other, so you're like, well, I just found one, so I don't have to look for a little while.
Right, especially one that, like, you passed that area we were just on in the cutscene, so, like, you're never gonna notice.
I'll just dive into the fire, no problem.
I mean, it seems like it's no problem.
Yeah, as long as you're moving fast enough, fire can't hurt you. That's a little tip from your old pal Chorps away.
Wait, can you not slide upstairs?
It depends.
Oh.
Some stairs are, you can, and some... It just kind of depends on if it decides that you're, like, kind of hitting the geometry of the stairs.
So that's literally just a loading screen.
Yeah, but that's because we've entered a new portion of gameplay. We've entered sicko mode.
Oh my god.
I think it's actually called rage mode, but basically just cell shades everything and turns it into much more, like even more so of like an arcadey sort of experience.
Yeah, this is looking like a Pistol Whip, that VR rhythm game.
A little bit. It's kind of got that vibe.
I mean, this is a very good way to not pay texture artists.
You also kind of get a super hot feel with the way that everyone explodes and everything. It's very interesting.
I wonder if they just didn't want 2 Psychobilly songs in a row. That's why the last
That
one.
could be. Yeah, they have like a limit on it, right? It's like we can't get 2 Psychobilly. But yeah, I'm also showing off the shotguns here, which we got in the previous level. They're good.
Yeah, they're showing it off well.
Yeah. So here also, one thing about the ammo is that your free shot in your offhand, like your auto
target.
Yeah, auto target. There we go. Thank you. Auto target hand doesn't count. So you actually have twice as many bullets.
Nice.
Yeah. I will note that I find that... well, that's very fun. But, I find that the way that the texturing goes and the way these are built makes it kind of hard to navigate. Anyways, I missed that jump. We're gonna do this again. But, it just, like, it makes it a little bit harder to tell kind of where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like all the indicators they built in aren't quite there. Like, the coloring helps to some extent, but there's definitely a lot that just doesn't quite seem to fit.
Yeah, like the very bright whites and such, a lot of the time can help, but when you do also have a lot of other bright whites around the place, like with the blood and the windows and such, it does just get kind of muddied and confusing in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Like, I definitely like these sections. I think they're very fun, but it just does become like a, well, can you figure out where you're supposed to go sort of challenge.
This is a very neat idea that feels pretty ahead of its time for like a late 2000s game. But it just doesn't seem like it really works as like
they haven't ironed out all the kinks, you know?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it's a bit halfway there to being something that could be very fun as a time trial thing, because it seems like it's running like very quickly, very frenetically, but it also seems just clumsy enough that it's not quite good enough for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like I would probably get lost less in this than in, like, normal 3D games.
I think that's fair. I think it's just it's just a difference of kind of how it goes for individual players. Also, the instead of a multiplayer, it's just a chain kill, so it is focused more on speed than it is sort of like style.
Unfortunately, I am a maniac who gets lost just on the same street I go to like every week.
Hey, fair enough.
Oh my god, she's so cool.
Yeah. I will note, unfortunately, there are no harmonica-based attacks that we unlock.
Well, they used up all the good ideas in the Blues Brothers 2000 game.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I was hoping that there's some kind of like Muso-style thing where it just like hits all the enemies like in an area and just like pushes them back.
Or like a DMC style thing where it gives you more score as you, like, I don't know, play Pop Goes the Weasel.
Right. Was that Rat Boy?
There are a lot of rats.
Oh my god, it's his children!
Yeah, it is going to turn out that we're just going to have to fight a giant super rat at the end of this.
I'm still not sure why Ruby was so, like, rageful. All she did was shoot a guy, and she does that a lot.
Well, it got her covered in blood.
I mean, you'd think you'd be used to it.
Yeah, I can't speak to Ruby. A lot of stuff going on with her.
Yeah, she's got issues.
Maybe if there was, like, a little dialogue of, I just had this dry cleaned.
Right, that's what makes her angry. See, the thing that makes me feel good, because I'm not a smart gamer, is that they tell me where I need to use the wall jump, so I know how to navigate.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't particularly clear without that, though, so I feel like that's very much a thing they put there, because in playtesting, they figured out that, okay, no one knows what you're supposed to be doing at this point.
Right, it is both a bane and a boon in that way, and that it's like, we've made this cool thing, but are you gonna notice?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they introduced the electrocuted floors to you by making you walk into one because it was hard to see.
Exactly, and now you know that the entire floor, you just can't touch it now.
So, by the way, Chirps, I didn't ask you during the raid section when you were actually using them, but how do you actually get ammo for your shotguns? Just from dropped enemies, or is there like a container?
Enemies will drop them, and you can also just find them throughout the level.
Okay.
So yeah, you have multiple ways to get back ammo, but it is temporary. You can upgrade it in the upgrade shop section, but yeah, like, generally there's sort of 4 more specialized situations, and then your pistols are your default weapon. They are certainly more useful, I'd say, which is why they, why they limit you. Yeah, we'll collect some more later. It just find more benefit being able to do it this way. So yeah, now not only can we use a turret, enemies can also use turrets. We'll ignore him though.
So
He can't shoot up.
with your sword, like, it still gives you points, but it doesn't, like, increase your multiplier, right?
Yeah. I think doing the acrobatic ones where, like, if you buy the ability to do it while jumping or sliding, those may benefit you. But just normal katana attacks do not. Also, shooting a gun without jumping also does it, but you basically never do that in this game.
Yeah, it's like in Vanquish, like, if you just shot a gun without going into slow motion. Who does that?
Right.
Me when I run out of slow motion, which I do a lot in that game.
Right, I thought you were going to say in real life. When you run out of slow motion.
I am a peaceable man.
Oh, okay.
Attention, please. A $50 reward will be paid for information leading to the arrest and conviction of anyone caught stealing our speakers. If you accidentally pull a speaker loose, don't worry. Just turn it in. There is no charge, and we'd appreciate it.
For a person like Ruby or like Max Payne, like when else do you think their slow motion like kicks in, like just in daily life?
Max Payne, definitely when he's on like a bad date.
I was imagining just like merging into an intersection.
Max Payne at the DMV cursing himself whenever he accidentally does like a bullet time dive.
Right? Well, yeah, because like every time he's like, "Oh, I got to get to my spot in line, or someone's gonna take it." He
Yeah.
just does the fucking jump.
I mean, the problem with it is that it is actually, given that it is slowing down time, it is making him stay longer at the DMV, which is the greatest problem with it.
When
Right.
Max Payne with a bagel in one hand and a Starbucks latte and the other diving into the elevator before it closes.
Well, with the slow-mo, he can make sure that he's turning the latte the whole time,
Right.
so that it doesn't fall over.
That's why we're never gonna be cool. Because we know this is like what kind of road it leads to.
Yeah.
Hell.
That's why I promised myself to never become cool.
That's why our LPs like take so long to produce. It's just like we have to like constantly stay busy, or else this is
Right.
what we do.
Yeah, there's like
Exactly.
a cooldown.
Yeah. Just last week, it's summer, so I was wearing some sunglasses, and then a guy came up to me and said, "Hey, do you want to run an underground fighting ring?"
And of course you said no.
I took it, but I wasn't happy taking it.
Okay, that's fair. Well, that does stop you from being cool at least, or cool enough.
Yeah. Being non-committal is the least cool thing you can do.
Yeah.
Useless fuck! Time to die! Ah, fuck! Dodge these! Nobody fucks with a rat!
My turn, shitheads.
Anyways, in for a turret section, out for a turret section. The enemies have been having too much fun with them. Anyways, it's really hard to see enemies in this section.
Yeah, Jesus, what is actually happening?
Like, you do have a zoom in, but because they can come from 4 different areas, it's hard to like be like, oh, I gotta zoom in then, because it's like, oh well, I'm just gonna like get shot 800 times from the other side.
Oh, that's
Actually,
like
I think
a
6 areas.
That's a flame barrel. I thought it was just an enemy constantly firing at you, and it was a muzzle flash.
Oh, that'd be cool.
This is like a couple of years and a console generation removed from like N64 fog. This is completely impossible to see.
Yeah, well, the fog is all the drugs, so it's actually like lore compliant.
Right.
Like they're in like such a colorful hideout. You'd think they'd have to wear like a neon glow shirts or something.
Right, or just have better lights.
The problem is the cage falling kicked up all of the black mold into the air.
Right? Yeah, they just haven't been, they just haven't been using their dehumidifiers enough.
Uh-huh.
What with all the drug smoke? They're like, oh, well, we need more drug smoke.
I mean, they tried to smoke out of the dehumidifiers is the problem.
Right. They just turned them into bombs. But yeah, kind of what you're supposed to do, and you can see it there, is that you're supposed to shoot the barrels once a bunch of people collect under them. And it also hits on the other floors, which is beneficial.
But it didn't give you a lot of points or anything.
No.
That's the kind of thing you're like, oh yeah, give me a bunch of points for that, but no.
Yeah. Well, we're done with that, so.
This is very uncomfortable to look at.
The security cam footage.
I'm gonna start complaining that all these hideouts have the same type of elevator. I'm gonna be like a elevator guy. It's like, they should use the tungsten 500 in this one because it's more accurate for the setting.
Yeah, I agree. But also you can tell that they're they should get some maintenance guys in here for the elevators.
Fucking hell! What's it gonna take to kill you?
I'm not sure you have it in you.
Anyways, welcome to. It's not a boss fight. It's just a very strong man. So Ratboy has like some minions, but really his thing is that he has a very strong gun, and he also takes a lot more bullets.
Well, you don't join the attacker trash machine without being able to survive a couple headshots.
That's right. It is a constant worry of ours, so we do ask people to train.
Zero help over here now!
So yeah, he'll constantly call in reinforcements, and basically, yeah, the whole point is that you just gotta take him down. Also, if he gets too close, he'll kick you, unlike other enemies. Very strange.
You a fucking bitch! Who the fuck are you?
I need some information.
Yeah? Well, I need a new hand, so fuck off!
Where is Trevor Ackers?
Danima! Fuck you!
Let me rephrase my question. Where the fuck is Trevor Ackers?
Okay. There's a payoff set up, alright? On the docks near the parade route. He's meeting a local magistrate.
When?
You're too fucking late, bitch!
Great.
Don't know why we had that extra cutscene, but that's the end of the You Dirty Rat chapter. Next time, we continue to try to figure out where Trevor Ackers went. And we get some cool new moves.
Human wall run? Crazy!
Yeah.